I've seen a lot of videos recently, the tips for beginner bikers, right? Videos meant to help teach people who have maybe never done a CBT before. I thought I'd give my #1 tip for learning how to ride a bike. #1 tip, you can't beat this. Best tip in the world this is, without a shadow of doubt. That tip is, pay someone, an actual qualified instructor. Stop listening to fuckheads on the internet tell you how to ride a bike. It's dumb and it'll only lead to your downfall. Even if the person who is giving you the tip is technically correct, right? It doesn't matter. You've got no idea whether they're telling the truth or not until you've actually spent time with a qualified instructor. I know most of the people, I'd say almost all of the people, have switched off by now. Riding a bike is something that you learn from doing, right? You can't really, you can learn this is what you're supposed to be doing, but until you're on the bike and you're feeling things like weight shift, clutch bite, grip, braking, and all the pressure and all the rest of it, right? Learning tips and tricks isn't going to get you anywhere. You can go online right now, watch a full video of like someone doing their mod 1, but do you believe like that you're like whoever you're paying to do the test is going to throw you into the mod 1 without any preparation whatsoever? I know it's expensive, it's not cheap, but it'll actually teach you what you need to know to pass. I'd say some of the exceptions to that rule, and God help me for saying this, would be Ashley Neal, who is a qualified instructor who makes YouTube videos, although to be fair, mostly his stuff is car related. I wouldn't really go to him for bike related stuff, but there's I'll put the links to YouTube channels that are ran by actual instructors. So if you're looking for a knowledge base, someone who is qualified to do it. If you're just a pleb like me who wants to learn a bit extra from another pleb on the internet, I can watch someone else's video and see whether or not I want to incorporate that. Because I don't have a test to pass, I have already achieved that status. To be fair, I do know there are instructors out there who are not very good at their job. But in this day and age, when you have things like Google reviews and stuff like that, and word of mouth, you shouldn't really fall into a trap. I know why people are doing these tips and tricks videos, because they do get views and people will come back to them, and that's what they want, is to have a video that will get a constant flow of traffic. But judging from some of the comments that I've received, with the one person saying that filtering had a 20 mile an hour speed limit, that's nonsense. There is no speed limit, there is no number attached to filtering. To be fair, a lot of my comments are filtering related. Things like where you should and shouldn't wait. You know, should you go to the front? Should you always be one car behind? I think Spicy 110 said that the other day. Always one car behind from the front line, which only really applies to zigzags, and in my personal opinion, who gives a shit? Which is why you shouldn't listen to people on the internet about how to ride. Sure, see people like having fun, making fun videos on the bikes and being inspired to want to learn, and then take that enthusiasm and spend some dosh. I don't know why. Well, I was going to say mozzarella. I don't know why. I was going to say spend some mozzarella. Doggy. Oh no, Doggy was angry with the bike. It's a shit dog anyway. Shit dog. I'm quite happy to voice my opinion. I have a lot of them and a big mouth. There's a lot of times I'll take a thought in my head and then I'll ramp it up and I'll say it to see what happens. There's always a nugget of truth to most things that I come out with. The one thing that's been bouncing around my head, right, because you've got a lot of conflicting thoughts regarding things like IAMS and Bike Safe and Rosper and stuff like that. Anyone who's seen the username Kate Controversy, I can't remember which organisation that was in, but I think that was down to most likely the person, not the organisation. So what I think, considering how much I gob off about it, I'll probably go ahead and perhaps sign myself up. I mean, I think that manoeuvre is probably going to get a big fat fail. I know a new biker was saying like the bike safe things are essentially just like a day course. I think I'd probably better fix my exhaust before rocking up to one of them. My personal opinion is these extra training facilities are very likely to make you a safer rider, but in my mind, that doesn't technically make you a better rider. I could make myself a safer rider by never filtering again, crawling around at a slow speed. Be less likely to get into an incident. I wouldn't class that as a good rider, but maybe I should put my money where my mouth is. I got a very big mouth and not a lot of money. I don't think it's going to work in all aspects of the shit I've said. I'm not going to buy myself a Harley Davidson and then cut my knob in half just to fulfill the small wiener idea. I'm a funny guy. And I'm not buying a fucking Royal Enfield. I think we can already judge by the horsepower they produce. They are slow as shit. I mean, worst case scenario is I do one of these courses. By some miracle, I am deemed safe. I think it knocks money off your insurance premium. I don't know how much, and I don't think it'll recoup the cost. Not straight away anyway.